Hello all from Hermanus. Um, I'm going to come back to this piece that I'm currently working on in a minute. We're doing a slightly different video today, a much shorter one. You'll be relieved to hear. But I don't know what I've been doing today. This is my studio space within my home. I finally finished this one, which I think I showed you in the last video, where I needed to do some work here because I'd got over exuberant with the blue and white, creating like a wave. And what happened this morning is when I'd finished doing a whole lot of sort of real world things like sorting out a swimming pool that was about to overflow with all the rain, etc., etc., etc. What I just decided to do to make it more coherent is to continue with these gold lines, and then I just carried on with it over there. So there's this flow, but it's an interesting piece. This is, as I said, it probably says a lot about the artist. It's about the feminine and embracing it, I think. But I think I might call it all at sea. Because that's how I am with in my relationships with the opposite sex. Anyway, we won't get into my deep psyche. I don't know if I better not turn it. I think I already have, but sorry about that. This is the piece I was working on in yesterday's video, and I decided it didn't need an awful lot done to it. So sorry, I think we started off landscape and then started off portrait, then went landscape, which probably means you're having to crane your neck to watch this. So I'm going to go portrait again. This is the piece that I was working on when I did my last video, and I just about finished. It's got an incense box in front of it, but I decided it didn't need very much, except after doing everything with sponges, I then cheated myself, or cheated my modus operandi, or my commitment to doing everything with sponges, because I decided my gold blob focal point needed to be boxed in. I don't know why I felt like that, but I took a dark blue paint and a nice palette knife, and I just did a little sort of incomplete box around that, and I think I added something up there, and just tidied it up a little bit. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah. I'm just going to show you my pride and joy, actually, the best work of art ever, which is my slipper orchid, which is opened, despite me neglecting it. And it probably enjoyed being neglected, actually, and didn't get too much water or anything. And I just tucked it away in the briar area. It didn't get much sun. But isn't it the most beautiful thing? Alien-like. Love it. Don't know about trying to paint that, but nature's the best artist, as they say. Okay, let's get back to... I don't want this to run over 10 minutes. It really is a challenge. Sorry if this video has gone all wonky and gone from portrait to landscape. I've done this. These pieces of cloth fabric were given to me by a neighbor where I lived previously. And I used them for background for my 3-glass photography, and they gave me some quite interesting effects. Sorry, I realized there's shadow on the canvas. And I got some good photographs out of that actually, but I've still got a piece left of it, but I cut those up. I thought I'm going to work. I'd seen one of the tutorials that I watched. I saw somebody, and I forgot how they do it, probably using modeling paste, which I'm still waiting for. I should get later this week. Then I'll go mad with textures. But I just used paint to paint this one in. Then I had a bit of a job using sponges and cloths and paper towel to try to get the white paint off the top, because it's quite porous, so the paint is coming through from underneath. Anyway, I'm quite happy with that. It's got a little bit of paint on it, but it gives it a bit of mystique. And then this one, I put the old Bostik glue down, and you can see the texture coming through there, which I'm quite happy with. Didn't expect this. Well, I don't know where this piece is going, like all the others, but quite pleased with the way that looks. So then, of course, I had the glue in my hand, so I just had to carry on putting glue in a sort of swirly way for texture. Then I realized the hairdryer I've just bought 2 weeks ago, I think is burnt up, because when I switched it on, I got like a red-orange glow coming from inside, and it wasn't... Anyway, I think it's buggered, and I've got to take it back, and I don't have the slip, and hopefully they'll replace it. Cheapo hairdryer, didn't last very long. So being impatient, couldn't wait for the glue to dry. It's going to take till tomorrow, I think. So I just had to get some color onto the canvas. So I just squeezed bits of paint on top of the glue, and now I'm tempted to take a brush and just brush through it and see what happens. And because it all looks a bit managed, and I think I'm going to do that while I've got you here. I don't know about this brush. Something a bit. This could work. Should we just see what happens? What the hell? It might work out brilliantly. So I'm just going to do this. I'm holding the cell phone in my left hand, and I'm going to go like this so the overhead light is on the canvas. Let's just try. I mean, I'm going to get a mixture of glue and paint, but it could be quite interesting. I'll have to hold it like that. Well, don't know about that. It is indeed a mixture of glue that has not yet dried, not even vaguely. But you know what, this is going to be very texturous and delicious, I think. So I'm just going to work it a bit. Anyone would think I know what I'm doing here, but I don't. Needless to say, never tried this before. But I think it's going to work. And I couldn't let the paint dry, because then that would have been unworkable. So we've got a mixture of Bostik can always touch it up once it is dry, tomorrow probably. Just leave it like that for now, I think. I'm going to have to wash this brush. I do have other brushes, of course, but this one works quite well for this. I think I want to make this as texturous as possible. Take advantage of the glue that's underneath the paint. I better wash this brush before it starts drying on the brush. You can always add some yellow paint afterwards. Yeah, let's leave it like that, and then I'm going to wash this brush and have a go at the other whirls of colour. We have 6, I'll do the others, and then just see how it dries overnight and report back to you when I do my next video. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a magnificent Monday wherever you are. Ta-ra.